Hey, welcome to Chamber Stock Videos. This is DJ Shortbus, and I'm going to go over a heavy weapons and fire build that I made. This is Brana. She's a dwarf from the Forges of Nidavellir, and she's got fire in her blood, and she uses heavy weapons, and did I mention she's a Norse dwarf? Alright, so a lot of this is like a basic heavy weapons kind of build. I have the ability to go both ways, as it were. For defense, I've got regeneration. For offense, I've got unstoppable. And I've got a lot, of course, your basic heavy weapons, well, attack weapons, however you want to call it. But we've also thrown in some stuff there for mixing with fire. One of the key things that we've got is endurance is a secondary superstat, as opposed to like getting recovery like you do with a lot of other builds like this. We've also got a lot of the some fire themed stuff. We've got immolation for an active offense. We've also got the fire block. We've got the fire self-res. And the energy unlock for fire as well. So as we're applying the clinging flames, we can get a lot of energy and fill up that gas tank, which this build, I'll admit, doesn't use a lot of energy. But if you wanted to, you could put something like power cord in there, and do the full 10 count or whatever for that attack. One of the downsides of having, of course, a fire block is that if you're at Kiga and somebody says, hey, I need to pull her to help me CC the dogs, you're not volunteering because you're going to be putting clinging flames as soon as you block. Speaking of clinging flames, we've also got the brimstone with the advantage that gives you the pyre patch where you're standing. So again, more ways for you to not only get aggro on things that are around you, but apply clinging flames. And of course, we've got cleave. That's like one of your earlier things when you first start off that is going to be putting the clinging flames out there. We've also got arc of ruin with no quarter. No quarter is the advantage that puts a debuff called no quarter on there. That lets you do more fire damage. I want to say more crushing damage or physical damage, whatever it is heavy weapons normally does. There you go, you've got that. And then of course we've got annihilate for nice repetitive damage, whether it be to hold aggro or just to beat on something that somebody else is tanking while you're doing DPS stuff. And that is pretty much it for the abilities. Let's go test this out in the QWZ. So now we're QWZ bound. I said we're QWZ bound. There we go. So we're going to the QWZ, and we're going to go fight the Nightmare Demolisher like you normally do. But before we do that, we're going to also have to clear out one of those little groups of the Unstable Brutes, I believe is what they're called, and their little henchmen. It's just fine and dandy. It lets me set up the fight how I want the fight to go. In other words, I don't have to worry about everybody and his brother showing up here. Now, I'm doing this in regen, slotted, or I should say the slotted passive is regen, and I am in tank roll for this, so I am a little bit more durable. The gear that I'm using is blue, and this just makes it a hell of a lot easier to live and fight and, do stuff. Everything's still dying at a pretty decent pace there. I know some people are like, no, you can't do it, blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't have to, put that on, but whatever. This works. It'll get the job done. You're under geared, go and take roll. Excuse me, you can solo this stuff out here. Get your SCR, move along. Yeah. And then later on, once you've got, maybe some better gear, or you've learned the fights out here and some other things you can do, then go ahead and switch it up and, go for, killing everything. Alright, so these guys are coming around the corner. I am sort of like setting myself up so I don't have to worry about the respawn of the guys I just killed, or maybe getting knocked into some of the stuff up the hill. I know that to my right, there's up the hill, there's some of those Chaos Imps, and I know that up to the left, there's more of those groups like what I just killed with the Unstable Brutes and henchmen there, all for the ending the nightmare. Alright, so like a lot of times when fighting this group here, it's easiest to take out the two little guys, the two Unstable Brutes, and then focus on the Nightmare Demolisher himself. But what's kind of interesting about this fight is I'm using a lot of AoEs between the cleave and, of course, the pyre patch that we get with Brimstone. And as a result, it's like, even without really, focusing so much on attacking the unstable brutes, I'm attacking the unstable brutes and taking them down quite fast. Kind of an amazing thing there. Oh, we got a block. We got a, you know, and of course they're attacking me and doing more damage themselves. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself with my fire shield. You know. Yeah, and lo and behold, the second guy is down. And I have to say that when I was doing this fight, it was a surprise when that happened. This was filmed before I had this narration, in case you hadn't figured that out yet. Oh, don't want to go up the hill there. Almost got knocked up there. Knocked up. Whoa, that's something else altogether. All right, so you know, and for this fight here, when you're down to just the Nightmare Demolisher, you got to remember he has that buff on him that basically says that if you're using AoEs or ranged attacks, you're not going to do as much damage. Now, we're still going to use them, you know, because we can lay down a Pyre Patch and boom, he's standing inside of it. And, you know, that's still damage. It just doesn't do as much. But here is when your Annihilate is really going to be useful for just taking out chunks of his health, assuming that he doesn't, like, interrupt you and knock you back while you're trying to get that attack off. And we want to put our No Quarter on there still, using Arc of Ruin, Blight No Quarter, so we can do more damage with that attack. And, yeah, we almost got him. We hit him a couple more times. Boom, and he is down for the count. All right, and I got a perk. Hooray! So, if you like this, whatever, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.